strawberries, but she was here. So I decided I would go get some of my super worms, and I would see if she will eat. Heck yeah. So this is a southern toad. They eat primarily insects. I was hoping she would eat out of my hands, but nope. Pretty cool. That was fun. I'm not going to collect any more, but that was fun. Again, it's a southern toad. And this is the one that's giving us tadpoles right now. Interesting enough. I was out here doing some plant maintenance. Replanted this finally. I had to chop the top. It wasn't looking so good, so I just trimmed the top. See if we can find tadpole or a few. There's a couple. So with the weaker pump, my tadpoles are surviving. Now, goldfish are definitely eating them, but I've seen more than a dozen baby toads in the yard. We do not have the cane toads up here. Our winter gets too cold, they just seem to not survive. I've released 5, and I keep putting all of mine around the pond. I am not putting them out in the yard. They can move on their own. I'm trying to keep them close, and they will have the water to reproduce in. The snail, that is one of the new offspring. It is growing incredibly fast. Look at the nice stripes on it. Looks pretty good. This is the channeled apple snail. Oh, I'm about to fall. You see the groove in the rings? It is a channel down in there. Not to be confused with the Florida species that just comes up and it connects. There is no groove down in there. This is fairly newborn though. A couple months ago it was teeny tiny. I have not seen the big female snail since she put eggs over in this area. But I predict she is under there. Give me a minute, maybe I can get him. Let's see what I can do. All right, y'all, so I did find her. Here she is. But there's something interesting. It's not a seed. I don't know what this is, but we're definitely going to look at it. Because, what the heck is that? Is it a seed? It looks, I don't know. Look at that. It's where the shell broke. Sure, that wasn't comfortable. Oh, there it is. Massive. Was. Now all we got eaten by the fish. They don't go anywhere. They can't get out of the shard. Even the heavy rain, they're not getting out of the shard. But there it is. Conclusion to the apple snail. Crazy how big it was. And how small the offspring are. This will be added to the collection. I'm trying to get it a little more clean. I might sand it. It's thick enough. I like that ridge though. It's very significant. Like, it wouldn't be easy to sand off. It might actually destroy it. So sometimes they do punch through when you sand them. Gotta watch your feet. There's a size difference between all of them we've ever had. And you can see it was already big in comparison with this one. Hush, you two! Hush! It was already comparable in size, but bigger. And then we put on all that extra growth, like that much extra growth. So it definitely got massive. I mean, compared to, this is more average size. Oh, here's an example. That is a ridge for Florida apple snail. So if you see how smooth it is, how it connects, versus one like this, which has a groove down in there. So here's them side by side. And you can see just what I'm talking about. One has a groove, one does not. Yep. That stinks. They don't live forever. When you catch them in the wild, you don't know how old they are. But our winters up here are harsh. My pond gets cold, so everything pretty much dies. This one will one day be large. Hopefully retaining most of the detail from the snail, or from the shell, as it's in the pond and nowhere else. It'll sink when it's ready. So anyway, I did clear out most of this. I found a hole in here. I moved my rocks, but I found a hole down in there, so I'm gonna have to address that. I think I'm just gonna leave these. Retain some of the shading for the fish in the hottest part of the day. But the roots of that plant are now covering over. Right here they're less dense, but on the other side they were thick. Either way, I wanted to keep some shading because the pond does get hot, and the plants are all I have for shading. I'll probably just weed eat all that down. Weed eat it down and see what we're working with. Frogs all hidden up in there, whatever other rocks, my wires that go up under there. Gotta be careful of all this stuff when I am cleaning it. Anyway, thanks for letting me ramble on. Glad you guys got to see the toad eat. That was the first time for me. And hopefully we'll see her in the future, as well as all these baby little tadpoles and frogs. I know I haven't been getting out, but eventually that'll change. I did get out, I just haven't posted it yet. Maybe I'll post that Friday. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later. Stay safe and have a good week.